Hello, everyone. This is Dave here at Moonride. Today, we're going to talk about Manafort, who has just been convicted. We'll see what's next for Manafort. Well, Manafort is hopeful. He's still hopeful he's going to get his presidential pardon, which is why he didn't turn on Trump already. He knows that people want to know what he has to say, and he knows that Trump is very worried about what he has to say, which is why he's going to use his presidential pardon power to do it. And I'm just going to ask: is that going to work? Is the presidential pardon power going to work? Can he do that? Again, I always see Trump as this sort of enraged figure, and he is going to use his powers to try to pardon him. But I think it's pretty fraught with dangers because he seems to be very frustrated with this. Now, he's frustrated because, on one hand, he knows that he has the power to do this. He also knows how it looks. I mean, why would an innocent man pardon the person who has information on him? What else? He is going to pardon him. It will get him out of jail. Yeah, he's going to do that. He is going to do that. He is going to let Manafort out. Now, but there are consequences, and one of the consequences is even the Republican Party, those who are serious, are starting to view this as a major liability. Not that they hadn't already, but they're like, look, this is just going beyond. We can't spin this. We can't go in front of people and we can't explain to them why we're allowing you to do that. And it's just another brick in the wall of why the Republicans want to get rid of him. It's obvious, becoming more and more obvious that that he's guilty, and that by that I mean Trump. Now, what about is Manafort going to get indicted again? I mean, will it help for long term? No. Okay, so this is just one step along the way. Sure, Trump can go ahead and undo. I know that he can't do it if it's a state crime, but he can do it if it's other kinds of crimes. So they'll just take Manafort to court again because there are other laws that he's broken, and they'll just apply those. One thing, of course, is that Manafort now has to tell the truth, right? Once he's out, he's still subject to perjury, right? So he can be called to court, and when he tells the truth on that, he's still creating perjury if he doesn't answer correctly. So he's not really out of the woods at all. It's just another trial, and I get that Mueller. I mean, this is just an example of how Mueller will just wait until it works out for him, and then Mueller will prosecute him, and I get Mueller will put him back in jail. I get that. This is there's no good in this for Trump. It really will be very obvious that Trump is the criminal that we believe him to be, because why else would you let a criminal free after you've already let a bunch of criminals free? Why would you do that? It looks really, really bad, and you don't care. Well, that shows your desperation, doesn't it? And it's worrying the Republicans in Congress. I always see Mitch McConnell's face when I think of the leaders of this Congress, and that's just who I see actually. And as I see Mitch, he's just like rolling his eyes, like, oh God, You notice he's been quite silent for a while because he is working with the other people to try to damage control this guy, and they're just going, wow, this is another thing that we have to live down. Like, my grandchildren are going to read about this in the history books, and I'm going to look like a crook if I let this guy keep doing this. It matters to me that I look like a crook, and that my party looks like the party of crooks. Anything else about Manafort? Manafort will grow old in prison. Do not do not worry. Even if he's let out by Trump, he will go back to prison, and his name will be reviled. His life is over. I mean, even if he's temporarily out of prison, his life is over, and he knows it. Nobody will ever do business with him. He doesn't have any money left. He's an old graying man in jail, and realizing that he deserves it. I mean, he's there realizing, yeah, I did a lot of really bad things, and this is what justice is for: is to make people think about what they did wrong, and that's what he's doing. So, anything else about Manafort? Or getting a no? Okay. All right. Thanks for watching.